All right, back again here. And Pat McAfee was the guy calling Randy Orton, who he was talking to on the phone and stuff like that. And WWE's booking has been absolute crap with this WWE Undisputed Championship. Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes does not need a third man. That's number one. There's so much history that they can tie into with this, especially with legacy. Randy Orton giving Dusty Rhodes his last match in a Texas Bull Rope match at the Great American Bash. I believe it was 2006. There's so many things that they can tie into over history. Cody can kind of be like, you gave me the cold shoulder when I was Stardust, something of that nature. This should be simple. Number two, this should be like Austin versus Rock in terms of the promo package and stuff like that, where Randy is desperate. Randy is like, I got to win number 15. I got to do this for my legacy, history, XYZ. That should be it. And Cody should be like, yo, you're going to get the very absolute best. You don't need much for this program because there's so much history. Number three, I don't know why they don't tap into this history between these two men. Is it because the Ted DiBiase Jr. scandal? Let me tell you something. He's been so far removed from the company, no one cares. That will be a footnote on the story. No one is going to turn around and be like, oh, Ted DiBiase Jr. was mentioned in this, and now we got to look him up and bring up all his history. It's not that interesting. He's just a guy that did some fraud stuff and got off scot-free for it. That's not going to disrupt or distract people from this feud. But you guys have made it everything else. You guys brought in Stephanie McMahon. I'm like, Triple H should have been in that spot talking over that with Cody and saying, hey, you got to step it up. If anybody knows Randy, it's me. Stephanie McMahon, yes, does have a history and stuff like that, but what was the point of her talking about the voices in his head and all this other stuff, and you got to step up, and the person who's in his voice is Pat McAfee. Now, there's illusion. Of course, Cody Rhodes came out and said, hey, are you going to fire me, XYZ, if I talk about this, whatever the case may be. People are alluding that it's The Rock. And I'm like, if the person on the phone wasn't The Rock and it was Pat McAfee, why did you have Pat McAfee stand in this place for this position? It should have been The Rock. If it wasn't going to be The Rock, it should have been nobody. Anybody else, it would have been Triple H, would have made sense because, you know, Triple H is running things and stuff like that and says, yo, Randy's my guy, XYZ, whatever the case may be. But for it to be a lame duck like Pat McAfee, and I'm not the biggest Pat McAfee fan, he does his job well on College Game Day, XYZ, they bring him into WWE, he does some things in NXT, and people are saying, oh, this is NXT Pat. I don't care. I don't care if this is NXT Pat. He's a former NFL punter, broadcaster. He shouldn't be in this position. Like, I don't get what they are doing in terms of booking this feud when it's right there and it's so easy. We're wrestling fans. We don't need all this extra fluff. We just need Randy Orton going after number 15 and Cody trying to stop him. Student versus teacher. Nothing that difficult. Nothing that difficult. It's right there for you guys, and you guys won't touch it. It's a story in wrestling that tells the test of time. Student versus teacher, teachers versus student, who's the better man? Like, it's not that hard. And for this to result to this and be this on weekly television as the build to WrestleMania 42 is disgusting. It's unnecessary. It's insulting. It's insulting to Randy Orton, honestly. This guy has done everything for the company, been in numerous matches, worked his way back from injury, has been awesome since his return. Everybody's been clamoring for him to get a title shot, get an opportunity. And this is the biggest event of the year. And this is the booking that you give a person that's going after number 15? Like, this is unacceptable. This is disgusting. And then for Cody Rhodes on the flip side, who was already have everybody hated him, he wanted to drop the belt at WrestlePalooza to Drew McIntyre, who was gold as a heel. Reportedly, WWE knew the fans would cheer Randy Orton. So in my head, I'm like, why didn't you just keep the belt on Drew if that was the case, and have a babyface Randy going after number 15 against heel Drew, who's hitting on all cylinders? But back to Cody Rhodes. Why does it seem like outside of Roman, they have not been able to book Cody Rhodes as a champion? For whatever reason, he's had great matches against people like AJ Styles, Randy Orton, XYZ, other people like that, Drew. But why can't you guys book this guy in a legitimate story and stick to it? Drew McIntyre would have been a great story, especially if he lost in September at WrestlePalooza. But you guys kept the belt on him and did all this fluff, had him drop the title, and then have him win the title back. Why doing all this flip-flopping? Why can't you guys book a WWE champion? It seems like it's impossible for you guys to do that. For whatever the reason, Cody Rhodes just can't be booked properly. Randy Orton can't be booked properly with all the history that these guys have. They can't be booked properly. It's unacceptable. It is absolutely, positively unacceptable that the booking has been this bad. And I'm going to talk about some other stuff that happened on Smackdown in a different couple videos. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, follow. And let me know what you guys think about this, because this is just absolutely disgusting on many levels. I can't believe Pat McAfee. I can't believe